Division One, Region One. I'm with a bruising center out of Elyria, center 2022, Zander Lowery. Just a kid, nasty, tough finisher. All around, just the player, the type of player that we love, in our region. So, how you doing tonight, Zander?
I'm doing all right. Ready to get this started.
Good deal, good deal. How's your off season going so far?
Keep it the same way I do every year. Always focused, always on the grind, always lifting in the gym constantly. Every day of the week I possibly can. It always comes first over everything else I do.
I love it, man. And I've seen it, and I've seen different stuff, and I've heard about your strength. I mean, where are you at now, strength wise? Because I know you put up some pretty big numbers
Yeah.
across the whole region. So, what's the latest here?
Well, combined total with the three main weights with deadlift, squat, and bench, it's around 1,300 right now. I have 365 bench. I have a 450 squat, which I'm really trying to get up. I need to get used to that heavy weight on top of my shoulders. And I just did 500 for four the other day, but I tried to get the video from my coach and he's still sending it. So,
Oh, okay. That's the stuff. That's the stuff we need. I want to see that too. You get that from him. Tell him to tag me or send it to me too, because
yeah.
I know you're a strong kid. You've been strong, for some years now, and I've seen you play. You're going on actually your third year starting at center, correct?
Yes, sir.
And this will be, for the fans. Illyria kind of, sometimes with the win-loss record, they're not brought to light as much as some of the other programs, but there's a lot of tough players, tough kids. They're playing a brutal schedule, but this will be, this will be 3 years in a row you block for, you and your line have blocked for 1,000 yard back. I mean, that's got to be a little motivating, a little hunger, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of methods to our madness. We gotta there's a different connection we have to our running backs, no matter who they coming up from, either freshmen all the way to seniors. We had Jaheim last year. They're really good players, but the way me and my boys feel down in the trenches, we have a different connection with our running back. We treat them like blood, so we would never let anyone touch our family. So when we have that connection, it feels way different.
I love it, man. It's intense, and I can tell. I watch, and you guys get a chance, click over and click on Xander's film, and man, I'll say you're just a straight up finisher, man. You got that nasty edge that I
Yeah,
love, man. And every
biggest
lineman or coach, I mean, you always been like that.
Yeah, biggest thing what I always went for is that I don't care what happens. I don't care what's behind me, what's to the side of me. If I have my objective, I'm going to keep doing that until that play is over. Until the whistle blows, I have one objective to do, and I will get that objective done until that whistle blows.
And that's clearly obvious. And I was going to bring that up because there's one thing that you do not stop until the play is done, sometimes past the play. And
Yeah.
that's something you see, you really watch this film, you know, you're definitely one of the best kid in the region as far as just finishing, man. I'm telling you all the way through. Again, I encourage you guys to watch this film because you'll see the play, you're just I feel like if it kept going, like Blindside, that movie, you just keep just
Yeah.
keep unloading on the kids. So I love you. Always been. Do you play? You ever play defense?
Yeah, I play both positions. I was going to play both positions. As you know, I have a new head coach from my freshman year, and the head coach wanted to emphasize our offense and our run game because that was what we were really strong at. So I only played a tiny bit of defense this year, but I'm looking forward to playing a lot more defense this year and to get my stamina up. And pretty much I should be playing D tackle and center this year. I might move around to a little bit of guard, my coaches said, but yeah, definitely more defense this year with new gas tank I'm working on with all the stamina and working. But I definitely do play both positions.
Right. I'm excited to see you on defense too, and I can imagine you know more than me in the game plan, but I see the thought of putting you at guard, and they're probably ready to have you pull and just bring the wood. So I don't know if you guys talked about that or
Yeah,
pulling, but it's I wonder if that's the thought
yeah.
behind it because it's a good idea. So
That's like the thing with whole putting me at guard and all that is pulling. I'm pretty sure they'll really need me at that pull position. Like you said, I play with that competitive edge to never stop because you don't know what's happening around you. You could be your running back could be right behind you. Someone to the side of you could be getting hit. I I have that one objective. I need to hit this person. I need to drive him that way. That's plain and simple. I don't stop until I need to.
I love it, man. I'm telling you, I love it. You know it. You watch you know it. It's obvious, and you just line up and say, "I'm gonna beat you." I take this. I played football. Then I went to the military. I went to the military after football, but that soldier mentality, like, hey, me and you, I'm a soldier in there, and I'm ready to take it to you. So I love it, man. You're getting me fired up over here, but it's a good flow you got going there too. There's been a couple of you guys that got a good flow going on. So the hair,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, the
so
flow. Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
usually
flow.
get
Oh,
haircuts
you didn't hear me.
from.
Yeah, I say you, Benny, a couple of you guys, had some top
Oh
notch
yeah,
flow. So I got to give it to you, man. So I see. It seems like you're really in a
yeah,
football. Yeah, it seems like you're a football family. You have an older brother that plays college ball too, or a couple,
yeah.
just one brother.
Yeah, just one brother. I had a half brother, but he didn't really get into football. But my brother's up at GVSU, full scholarship in Michigan, and he's loving it up there. I mean, me and my brother, we've been playing football ever since we could walk. It's been in our blood.
How have you ever thought about maybe playing college ball with him, or just kind of see what happens here over the next year?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely a recommendation to play college ball with him. But honestly, I'm looking for the college with the best program, best deal, best football team I can possibly get my hands on. And I'm not talking about win to loss record. I'm talking about programs with the facilities they provide,
Uh-huh.
the amount of the most biggest thing is the mentality in the players. If you don't have that mentality there, or you don't feel comfortable with the people that you're with, you're never going to win games like that. So honestly, I'm looking for like the best college that I feel comfortable with or without. It's my brother. I do like GVSU. I love GVSU. It's a great school. I love the coaches there. I've had a lot of like visits up there, but yeah, I'm looking for a college that I'm very comfortable in, which usually the people around you is like the most important to me.
Right. And I love that you talk to players. You're really well spoken about that. Know what you want, and I just want to let you know I respect that. You know what you want. You have your priorities and what you want in the school. What your standard is when you step on the field. So that's a good trait. I just want to stop and tell you, good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Yeah.
So I know a few years back, this whole COVID's kind of messed everything up. I know you were on the wrestling mat making some noise. Are you just sticking with football, riding this out, working out now? Are you doing some wrestling
Um.
or
Well, I unfortunately stopped wrestling to focus on my football career because
right,
with COVID and all that, I thought that I can get a very good competitive advantage working on my stamina and getting my better numbers up, especially on like getting the Twitter because my numbers like for years and years don't just they haven't had a pause. They just keep growing. And I feel like if I had the more time to build upon that, I
right?
can, get a better numbers on yeah.
Yeah, it's well,
Yeah.
it's
Get better
showing.
numbers.
Uh-huh. It's showing. Those numbers are
Yeah.
climbing up there, and it good stuff. I'm going to ask you again. There's excitement. You've had to go through some things, at Elyria, and I really love that. Some of the exciting coaching and things going on. Beautiful new stadium you guys have had. I feel like this could be the time. Hopefully your senior year, because things have kind of been a little rocky. As through this transition from the outside looking into most people. So I mean, we have pretty high expectations this year. I mean, what do you kind of thinking? You guys can maybe make a run, and.
Definitely. Like again, we may have lost our seniors from last year, but we have competitive freshmen and sophomores and juniors coming up. We got my other tackle from last year, and everyone's playing with a competitive edge, especially with my new strength and conditioning coach, Coach Bogard. Used to play at Ohio State back in the day. He's getting everyone ready in the gym. We're already started. We're in there at least 3 days a week, all the time. We're definitely amping it up this year. We got everybody on deck, and Lance in the backfield most likely this year. Definitely a very hard head first rusher. and I don't see any difference in last year. Just another 1,000 hard rusher if we keep it
Just
going.
pound it. I love it, man. I freaking love it. So like I said, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your teammates, for the program. Again, you're getting me fired up over here. I just want to start going. But I'm excited for you guys. So, is there is as things get back to normal? I mean, you guys at school, are you in person out? Are you guys in person or still up
Um,
in the air?
we it's kind of choice to choice. So if you want to stay online because you're not comfortable with it, you can. But you can also go to school for like 4 days a week. I'm at the school part, keeping my grades up. COVID's been like really helpful on the academic side, keeping me like at least a 3.6 GPA right now with regular classes and keeping straight A's.
Good stuff. I seen I seen your honor roll, and that's a student athlete, man. And I tell all the kids that ask me, or I know, when that time comes, and it will, that opens up a lot more doors for you, because you're definitely going to play at the next level. So again, I love you. I don't want to keep you all night. I know you're busy. The other night I talked to a few kids. So are you actually working a job, or do you have a job?
Yeah, I've been working, but that's it's the way I treat it is that working is an extra. Like
Yeah.
there's priorities and then there's extras.
Oh yeah.
So school and have to are just work is a priority and not a priority. So I'm always going to be on the field first, not going to work. If I
Oh yeah.
have to, if I have to lift in that day, I'm going to call off work. It's work is temporary.
Right. Right.
Football is forever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got that right. And you guys that actually it's just it's amazing. The time. Some of you guys are, like you. A few of you guys, you're working. You work when you can, but you're working out. You're going to school. You're grinding hard. You know, it's a level of respect I have for you guys. That go out there and just do it all. Are you sleeping good at night? I bet.
Yeah, it's kind of rough sometimes. I'm always doing something, but the key to success is always a good night's sleep. So you always got to get that in. That's one of the most important ththings you can get. Because if you go to either a game or practice with barely any sleep, you're never going to do good. It's one of the biggest key factors, especially to play on the next level.
Right, right. You got that right. And again, your finishing, your nasty edge. I really, really love it, man. And I looking forward to getting out to the program and seeing you guys in person, getting out, meeting you. I say a lot of the guys. I have a list of names, a growing name. You got some buzz over there, Coach Goodwin. He's getting the word
Yeah.
out there, and I'm excited for you guys. So I don't want to hold you up all night. Are you okay with doing this second 20?
Yeah. Let's get it.
All right. I'll have to give some time because I think we're on a little delay. I think we're on a little delay. I've cut all this out. You got me?
Yeah. It's just a little connection here. Let me get this real quick.
Oh, no, no problem.
There we go. It shouldn't have any more problem.
Sounds good. You ready to roll?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna reintroduce you because I'll cut this out, put this on Twitter, then I'll upload the whole thing. So I'm gonna reintroduce you, then we'll get going. All right. Good evening, Northeast Ohio Division One, Region One. I'm with Zander Lowery, Elyria Center. Nasty, tough finisher on the inside. 6 foot, 285. Zander, you ready to get in this second 20?
Yes, sir.
Who's your head coach?
Devlin Culver.
Position coach?
Darnell DePriest Jr.
Strength coach?
Coach Bogard.
Favorite NFL team?
The New England Patriots.
Favorite athlete all time?
Rob Gronkowski.
Lucky number?
50.
Favorite subject in school?
Math.
Favorite food?
Chicken.
Favorite music type?
Folk style.
Favorite artist?
The Eagles.
Best movie of all time?
Aquaman, the new one.
What do you do for fun?
Play video games or lift.
What do you need to work on to be better?
There's always stuff to improve everywhere.
Favorite football cleat?
I don't have one.
Who motivates you as a player?
Um, Lots of NFL players, including Rob Gronkowski, my mentor.
One word that describes your team going into the fall.
Headstrong.
Not at Elyria. What's your favorite stadium to play at?
Euclid.
What's the football goal for the team?
To win games.
GPA?
3.5.
If the public schools combined and the Catholic schools combined in Northeast Ohio, who would win?
Oh, definitely our Elyria. Definitely.
So you're saying the public schools would beat the Catholics?
Yes. 100%. 150%.
Why do you play football?
It's been a part of me since I was born. I've been playing it since I can walk. It's engraved in my blood.
I love it, man. You did it. That's a beautiful thing, man. You did a good
Yeah.
job right there. So, hey, it was really nice talking to you. I'll get this edited up, and you did a good job, man. But we're off now. But I want to let you, I said it in there, man. I love the way you play the game. Respect it. You know, I know people that know you and see it, respect you, and you know that's what hopefully this can build is people can get on there, and if they don't know you, they can get on there and see like this is a bad boy right here. He take no prisoners.
Yeah.
So that's what we want people to know. I want people to know about players like you that they might not know about. So I'm rooting for you.
Definitely.
I've talked to your dad a few times. Real nice guys. Linked me up with a couple connections. You guys need anything along the way, feel free to reach out for anything. And I'll be following up. You're one of the Elyria players. I'll stay in contact with as we go forward. So I appreciate you, big guy.
All right. I appreciate it too. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
No problem.